So we're going to cover Google Places, which we saw on the map, okay, right here. And Google Places, we're going to talk about what Google Places is. How many people here know what Google Places is? Wow, how many people have their Google Places set up? Claim your listing, we've added pictures, added videos, good stuff. And Marge actually just got her Google Places verification code. So maybe during the break we'll show you guys how to claim your listing if you haven't already done so. We're going to show you what a Google Places page is. We're going to talk about very quickly just being able to create coupons and a couple of tips for how to set up and optimize your page. Google Places, there's 20% of the searches that are done online, so out of the billions of searches that are done every day, 1 out of every 5 are with local intent. That means that somebody is looking for a local product or service 1 out of every 5 times the search is done. How many people here offer a local product or service? Okay, there's at least 75% of you guys. So if you're not showing to those customers, you're losing business. And we keep coming back to it. It's an important thing to note. If you're not showing your business and you're not getting as much online presence as possible, you're missing out on business. So what Google did is they went out and they searched yellow pages and white pages and different business directories and scoured websites for location information. They compiled everything together in a central database. And then what they did was they connected with their maps. How many people here have used Google Maps for driving directions? Okay. How many people here have used Google Maps for driving directions but gotten to wherever they were going and it wasn't the right place? Just a couple of us. Wow, the rest of you guys are lucky. All right, it's the worst thing, and I hate it because I'm screaming at my phone like, you told me to go to the wrong place. So if you're using Google Places as a business owner, you're able to claim your listing and make sure that it's correct and that your map listing is correct, so that when people try to come and find you, they're actually finding you where you are and not 3 miles down the road or at your old location. Okay, very, very, very important. If you have more than, I think, 10 or 20 listings, you can submit a full product feed, which will actually be able to just push everything out to Google on a bigger basis. But I don't really know that anybody here needs to worry about that. If you have more than 10 locations and you want to learn a little bit more about that, feel free to let me know. So here's a Google Places page. It might be a little bit difficult to see, but I'll point some stuff out. So right here at the top, you have your address and your phone number, and a couple of other, your category for this is a restaurant, so Japanese restaurant, seafood. You have your hours up there. It'll tell the user if there's some reviews. It'll also give a link to your website. There's that map listing that we discussed. It'll give you a Google Street View picture. Yes, question?
This is, if you were looking at what your website was doing, where you were looking at behind the scenes at your own thing. Is that what it is?
This is what it would look like to a regular search. Oh, so if I search for Carlisle Palace, and Carlisle has their Places page set up, this would be the type of page that I would see. Or I would get to their website. Okay, good. So that's one of the reasons why you're here, to learn a little bit more, right? And that's why I'm here to teach you about it.
Yeah, I've never searched it about this.
So if you search on maps, you tend to find this a lot more. Okay, sometimes when you do a search, let's say for Italian restaurants, right, it'll give you local results, and it'll also give you places, places pages. So you have your street view, you have some other details about the restaurant or about the place, some images which you can put up, which is really, really great, especially if you're a hair salon or a restaurant or somewhere that people are coming for the atmosphere. That's very, very important if you can put some videos up or you can put some pictures up. You have some ratings and reviews down here, also very important. Google doesn't just take reviews from Google.com, it takes it from Yelp, takes it from a little bit from Yahoo, and it takes it from some other places. So you want to make sure that you're checking up on this. So if you have negative reviews up there, you want to make sure that they're being addressed. You never want to get into an argument via reviews with the client or the customer. If there's somebody that has a problem and you can simply say, this was a one-off situation, or, I'm sorry, our regular chef wasn't in tonight, or whatever it may be, leave it at that and let it be over. If they come back and they start getting combative, don't worry about it, just leave it alone. It doesn't look good at all for you to be arguing with, a disgruntled customer. Somebody in the back seems to be laughing. Maybe he's had this experience before, I don't know.
Well, will Google take that, if it's a negative review, will Google take it off? Is there any way to fight that?
Absolutely Absolutely not. There's no way to get rid of negative reviews. That's just the nature of the beast. I mean, everybody has a right as an unhappy customer or an unhappy patron to say, this place sucks, whether they're right or not. That's just the way it is. So what you need to try to do is get as many happy customers to write reviews about being happy. And that's just the way it is. People understand that a lot of the time when there's a negative review, it's somebody was really pissed off just about something, they probably were a little heated, and they went on and they wrote it. You'll tend to find that a lot of the people that are going on and writing reviews are unhappy, because most people who are happy are not going to spend the time to go online and say, oh wow, I just had a great meal. They'd rather say, oh, this place sucks, don't ever go there again. Right? That's just the nature of the beast. So what I would tell you is, make sure that you get your happy customers to go on and write reviews. Yes?
Maybe answer back if you don't the owner's customer was.
You can go, if the review is placed on Yelp, for example, you can go to Yelp, and I'm sure that Yelp offers the ability to write a rebuttal or whatever it may be. But as I mentioned, be careful with what you write. Don't be combative, don't be argumentative, be as straightforward as possible, and try to address the concern without really getting into an argument about it. Does that make sense? I haven't gotten any negative reviews yet, so hopefully nobody here has anything negative to say, but if you do, I'll let you know at the next time. I haven't tried yet, but you can Google it and that'll tell you. Yes?
When you have a place page, what if you have a business that doesn't have a presence, like it's in your house?
Absolutely. So the question was, if you have a places page and your business doesn't have, you don't want to have people coming to your physical address. Very, very good question. And we have yo-yos over there, so we're going to get you a yo-yo. You can feel free to go over there and grab one. The answer is yes, you can control that. You can actually choose and say, I do not want people coming to my physical address. Instead, just show my service area. So you can say that you service a 25-mile radius around Plainview, and that is what you do, and you don't want people knowing exactly where your address is. Google has taken that into account, absolutely. Any other questions up front? No? Okay. Yes?
I've only seen this for restaurants.
So what Brian is saying is only seen this for restaurants. They have this for everybody.
And can you opt in or out of this?
You can opt in or out. You need to first go on to, let's see if it's, so we're going to get to exactly how you claim your listing, but what you're going to do is you're going to search for your listing. If your listing is there and you don't want it there, you can remove it from the maps. That's what you would do. Now, if it's not there and you want it there, you can add it. We're going to show you how to do that. So again, this is your Google Places page. There's a lot of stuff that you can do here. Make sure that you're updating it and make sure that you are claiming it and putting up videos and pictures, because this is another way for you to get your presence out there and to capture those people that are searching for your business or your type of business. One of the other things that Google Places allows you to do is create coupons. As we can see from this little graph here, there's a major spike in searches for coupons. How many people here use Groupon? Coupon's becoming huge. How many people go to the supermarket and use coupons? Anybody go to the supermarket anymore? No? Okay. Coupons are becoming very, very popular. Anytime I buy anything, especially online, I'm doing a search first for coupons, because I want to know if I can get a better deal. Even if it's 5% off or free shipping, you want to be able to get coupons. So Google understands that. Google is allowing you in your Places page to create free coupons that as soon as somebody comes to your Places page, they can see those coupons and they can utilize them by printing them out or calling you up and telling you that they have the coupon. So it's as simple as just clicking on the tab right here for offers, fill out a couple of tabs, a couple of fields right here, and then bam, it's created. Very, very simple, free for the customer to use, and everybody's happy. Any questions so far on Google Places and coupons? No? Okay. One of the other really good things about Google Places and just Google in general is they collect so much information on every one of their products. They share a lot of it with you. So one of the ways that they do that is with Google Places, they give you a metrics dashboard. So this is very similar to Google Analytics, if anybody here has used that, where it's telling you different information about your Places page. So much like your website, your Places page gets visitors, it gets impressions, it gets clicks, and it gets different types of engagements or interactions. So what you can see within your Places page dashboard, metrics dashboard, is the number of impressions versus the number of actions picture or click on a video or click to contact or click to call if they're on their phone, as well as being able to see different search queries that you're showing up for. Very, very important. So my parents are both CPAs, and they found that during tax season, they were actually showing up more for QuickBooks-related searches compared to just CPA or tax prep or whatever it may be. And the reason for that probably is locally, there's less competition for QuickBooks certified accountants as opposed to just tax prep accountants, right? Tax prep accountants, I'm sure there's tons of them. So that's very important for you to see as a business owner to know what your people are searching for. And then down at the bottom is one of my absolute favorite parts of this product, which is the ability to see where people are getting driving directions from. This is huge. So people are actually looking for your business on maps and getting directions from X location. Google is now showing you that. So if you're doing advertising and you work in Wandsworth, you're doing advertising in Seaford and Massapequa and maybe Copiague, but you're seeing that there's a lot of driving directions coming from, I don't know, East Meadow, Uniondale. You might want to consider changing the way that you advertise a little bit so that you're actually advertising for people that are actively looking for you. Very, very cool stuff. Very interesting little piece of, very interesting component right there. So now we're back to getting started with Google Places. Very simple. Just get to google.com/services/small-business. All right, a lot of the things that you're going to want to do are going to be centrally located right there. And again, we'll have the slides available for download so you'll know where to go. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to enter your phone number. And that's how Google is recognizing your business. Yes, in the back.
Sorry, can you repeat the website?
Yes, the website is google.com/services/small-business. No problem. Everybody got that? Okay. So you're going to put your phone number in, and that's, God bless you, that's how Google recognizes your business. And if Google doesn't have your business or your phone number, then you're going to make sure that you enter all your information in, and that way Google will know who you are, where you are, etc. If your listing is there, you can actually claim your listing. Now Marge, because she was a new listing and her listing wasn't there, had to get a postcard sent to her office. And the reason that Google does this is they want to make sure that you're not just creating a business out of nowhere that doesn't have any kind of physical location, right? Even if it's your house, because as we said, you can create a service area, so you don't actually have to show where you're located. But Google wants to make sure that there's somebody on the other end, and it's not some robot or some spammer or whatever it is trying to create this listing for kind of negative purposes. Alan?
P.O. box.
P.O. boxes are not accepted anymore. They used to be, but they're not anymore. I guess they were having a problem with spammers or hackers and whatnot. All right, but again, you can always put your home address or a business address and then create a service area where you're not showing the user where you're located. It's just Google. Okay? So once you claim your listing via the postcard for new listings, or if your listing is already there, you can do it via phone. And what's really cool is make sure you have a pen and pencil ready, because as soon as you hit call me, the phone rings instantly, and it's a Google robot on the other end. They're giving you a verification code, typing it in, and then you've claimed your listing. Now you can go ahead and enter your videos and your pictures, change your address, and enter all the other information that you need. Yes?
I have two locations. Can they send the postcard to one location?
Joe wants to know, because he has two locations, can they send the postcard to just one location? No. Every location that you have on there has to have its own phone number, its own address, and needs to be verified on its own. Okay, so if you're unable to get a postcard at one of the locations, then you're going to have a little bit of a hassle getting through it. But if you have any issues, obviously you can contact me, not a problem. This is very, very important stuff, guys. If you don't have your places pages claimed, you need to get it done. So does anybody have any other questions on places?